How he lost everything after treating his wife like an enemy after 10 years of marriage. This story will blow you off.
I was a very successful businessman, and I regret on how I treated my wife as though she was my enemy. After 10 years in marriage, I was tired and fed up with my wife. Her face was traumatizing. I had nothing to do with her. Being a CEO of that company, I was ashamed to go kwenda na mkazi wangu abroad because her looks changed. Everything about her changed. She became a different person. Following morning, I said, "Come here, you. I want a divorce." My wife never said a word. When I come back from work, she used to save me water, I bath. She used to save me food. Sometimes I could even reject food because she was a close enemy. She was something I never wanted to see. Mumenso muangayai. Na wedi yake, voice yake, kukosomola kwake, kukamba kwake was a problem to me. After a few months, I started having an affair with my secretary at work by the name of Carolina. Carolina stole my heart. She had the features I wanted of a lady. Everything was perfect about her. Curves, bums, nice lips, nice face. Being a CEO of that company, Carolina Sanagwire Kumauzu, she accepted me to be my boyfriend. And now I went home, nenzofaka matempa kumukazi wanga time after time. Nikabwera kunchito ni matempa. Na kuniposha chabe was a problem. She was my enemy. And then later, since my wife refused to sign a divorce certificate, a divorce form, I decided to shift to go and stay with Carolina. And I said, "Carolina, don't worry, I'll take over Nama rentals, I'll be paying rentals. Let's shift." Nyumba pa Carolina, we find a very expensive apartment, a very beautiful apartment, and I was paying that apartment. Nambonkala na Carolina. And I left my wife with kids because she was dirty. She was looking dirty in my eyes. After few years, I spent a lot on Carolina because she was a classic girl. She was a classic girl. Namusakirira made yo opyanga. I made her a secretary. From secretary, I even made her as a manager of that company. She started earning more. Plus indrama zezo choka kuliine. She saved a lot of money. And my company inabwera ashita collapse. Yagwa. After company yagwa, my workers vanaenda. After my workers vaenda, I was broke. And Carolina called me to say, "Now that you don't have money, Mr. Man, come and sit here, we talk. Do you remember that you were a married man?" I said, "Of course." "And do you miss your wife?" I said, "No, because I have you. I don't miss my wife anymore. You are my wife now." Carolina said, "No. This type being your wife, I can't. Remember, nakana kunkana na mwana na iwe. Because I still have a long way to go. Moreover, I have my savings. Ndrama na savinga. The money you used to give me, I saved. And I don't want to stay with you anymore. Because you are broke. Look at your company. Yavarika. So what do you think? Right now, me, I'm going. If you have anything to do, go back to your wife and apologize. With me, I'm done with you. I have nothing to do with you. Go back to your wife and apologize." Oh, Christ Jesus. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do? Carolina, listen, I haven't paid my rentals. Kindly help me to pay rentals. Carolina said, "I can't pay rentals for a man. A married man who left anasiya mukazi wake namba olipira ma rentals. The time you are going to have money again, you change, you zakachinja nzeru, you are going to leave me and you go for another woman. My mind told me to go back to my wife. I went petenzo nkala kudala na mukazi wanga, then apeza ati anakuka palibe. Following morning, on that day I was homeless, nabwana gona mu station ya mabasi. Following morning, I went to the industrial areas, a very big industry, and I was looking for a job. Nabwana enda kuja, banani that no na una supervisor say let me go and see the director. I went to go and see the director was my ex-wife. The director was my ex-wife. And she said, you, yes, looking for a job, yes. What happened to your company? Said, no, it's a long story. I can't explain right now. All I need is a job. You are my wife. You can please help me with a job. And she said, I'm not your wife. I have my husband. My husband is the owner of this company. Let me call him. Nga avomere nishuzangena ngazakana nishi suzangena. The husband came and said, oh, you talked about this gentleman, your ex-husband. And my ex-wife said, yes. So what are you doing here? Said, I'm looking for a job. And the husband said, we don't give jobs to the crooks. You are a crook, a cheater. You are heartless. Uzatibera pa company, so we cannot trust you, kunchito. Can you get out of here? Choka pano. Find somewhere else. And I became homeless completely. Gentlemen, wherever you are, go and apologize to your wife before it's too late. Women takes time to move on. Nibwezapo, women takes time to move on. You might feel you are a stallion. You might feel you are good enough. You might feel your wife is bad. And the one you have right now, Alibuino. No, please. Go back to your wife and apologize. Your wife loves you so much. Go and apologize to your wife. Everything will be okay. Have a blessed day.
I wish everybody would learn from this. This is a true life story. When you have something you don't value, you don't know the value of what you have. People that know the value will arrange it very well for you. Imagine after 10 years, you started seeing your wife as a different thing. Maybe because of childbirth or something. Then you now went for the flashy girl outside. The flashy girl now rendered you homeless and jobless. This life is like that. I wish everybody learned from this story. True life story.